Medical robotics and automation is really focusing on the automation of medicine. Think of it more like Disney. Behind the scenes of Disney, there's tremendous efficiency and automation, but the experience is wonderful. What our whole center is designed to do is develop technologies and methods, processes to make medicine better for the providers and better for the patients. Well, in our group, we've come up with what we feel is a novel concept, and that's completely passive technologies. So there are no buttons, no instruction manuals, nothing to open. Essentially, it gets installed in your environment, and then in the background, it monitors your health and well-being. And what it does is digest that information and presents that information to you at the appropriate time that says, this is your state of health, and guess what? There are things you can do to improve it. Our favorite subject is somebody who's got a triple Big Mac in one hand, French fry in the other hand, and sipping a fully sugared Coke in the middle, and smoking at the same time. So that's our favorite subject. And the trick is, what can we do with technology on a daily basis, many times a day, to motivate them to feel better about themselves? Our favorite paradigm today is when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, the mirror dissolves into a television set, and it speaks to you and says, you know, that was quite a Mexican meal you had last night. And I know you went for Mexican because you've gained 4 pounds of water and at least 6 ounces of fat. Do you know what you're going to look like 10 years from now? And then it shows a picture of your body morphed 10 years ahead, looking like the Goodyear blimp. So then it says, let me make a few suggestions. And so it's the old mirror, mirror on the wall. And so this mirror is going to provide your health assessment. Different technologies work best in different parts of the home, on different parts of your physiology. So we developed a mattress pad that goes on any bed. That mattress pad will give you a complete sleep assessment, cardiovascular assessment, and also whether you've got any occult pain. It does it in a variety of ways, but we've tested this clinically, and we are 85% as good as polysomnography, which is when you go in for a sleep lab and they wire you up to look like the spaceman. We can do that every night that you sleep in your bed. We could even install it in hotel rooms and find out if you really did have a bad night's sleep on the road compared to home. That's one technology. Another one that's simple, it looks like a coffee can, and you simply take it into a room, set it on the floor, and turn it on. It's now been installed and it's good for a year before the battery needs replacing. It's wireless, and what it does is the entire floor becomes a gait lab. And we can tell if you're limping, if you're shuffling, if you've had a hip replacement, whether you're healing properly. But most importantly, we can tell if elders have fallen, and did they fall and get up? How many times a week did they do that? Or did they fall and haven't gotten up? And we can immediately call a 911 call in. Well, we did a clinical trial in Minneapolis and monitored it 3,000 miles away here at the University of Virginia with great success. We reduced the cost of caring for elders by 75%. Yeah, we've actually completed clinical studies in rural locations with underprivileged individuals and found that we had probably better efficacy there than anywhere else. There's also the added bonus that if somebody living in a rural situation develops a chronic disease that needs constant medical attention, they're most likely to be displaced, to be forced to move closer to medicine. And so therefore they get their lifestyle interrupted, and sometimes they're living in the most idyllic conditions out in the country. So our technology actually gave them the kind of services they need in their place of choice, in their home, and prevented them from having to move. We'd like to go way up into the hills of West Virginia, or deep into the bayou around New Orleans, and we'd like to be able to install something in any kind of house. You get your medicine delivered when you need it, at the appropriate time, at the lowest cost. Why can't medicine be that way?